everybody. Welcome to the Me First podcast, where we put ourselves first without guilt if we don't. Because if we don't, who will? Today, on episode 26, we're going to be talking about menopause and perimenopause and how those things can open creative doors. I bet that's something you never ever thought about. But before we do that, let's go ahead and check in with Ria. How's it going? What is
Hello.
new?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
What is new?
Yes.
What is new is Awendra. Mind in Motion is new. I mean, it's live. That's
Yeah,
what's
you
new,
did
and
say
that's what's
that.
exciting. Yes, we can finally share it to the world, to the
Yes.
women like us. Yes.
Yes. And if you have not placed an order, you may place your order on awenter.com, and we're also available on the TikTok shop. It is good for you. It is good for you. I'm good. And you know what?
Yes.
I don't want to be, extremely ambiguous, but somebody asked me the other day, what is your product about? What does your product have? I said, well, our product is a plethora of different things. It
Yeah.
helps you take care of your health as you go through perimenopause and menopause, because you absolutely need to take care of you. Creatine, it's going to help you build muscles. It's got probiotics to help you with your gut, because as your hormones shifts, your gut kind of gets messed up. It has something for that. It has ashwagandha, because it will help you kind of be more alert. It'll help you with your mental health, help promote it for you. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Vitamin B6, digestive enzymes. For inflammation, joint pain and inflammation, we have turmeric and omega-3s and bacopa and phosphatidylserine for cognitive benefits. It's your all-in-one scoop. And
Yes.
it's targeted for women in perimenopause, menopause and beyond.
Yep. You take it, you put it in one of these shaker bottles, you shake it, and then you just take it once a day, and it takes you on your way to good health. I
Yes.
had been shopping. I think I was
Good for
telling you that
you.
earlier. No, I wanted to get some nice tops, and so I kind of went shopping. That's what I was telling you earlier today, and that's what's new with me. And I also have a lot of travels going on. But I do kind of want, actually, I'm going to be asked, it's going to sound like an interview almost, because I want to chat with you about this. Because when I was putting the topics list together, I'm like, menopause and perimenopause really, kind of almost like doesn't have anything to do with, like your creative side. But what we have a tendency to forget is that once we get to this age, a lot of us are kind of stepping into the next phase of our lives, where a lot of us are starting to become, what do you call them, where your kids leave, and we kind of have to start finding our
Empty
new
nester.
selves. Yes, empty nesters, and we kind of start, finding ourselves into this new phase that's completely different. And a lot of us, we kind of start losing ourselves, or we at least we feel like we're losing ourselves, because for the most part our lives have been dedicated to taking care of our kids and taking care of our family, and suddenly they don't need us anymore. We may have partners around, but God, everybody knows you don't have to take care of them 100% of the time. And so I kind of wanted to chat with you, because I also know that you're an engineer, and you completely shifted, and now you have this wonderful, thriving, literally creative business that you are doing. I've seen your cakes. So tell me, what is that like?
Oh my gosh, this can't be more true for me because I discovered my creativity when I started having perimenopausal symptoms. So at first it was anxiety, right? So and then I moved to another country, and I didn't know the language. I don't have any friends. So I guess that was my outlet. And then that's where I discovered that I have creative side. It's amazing, and it's fun. And now I can imagine myself doing something that's not creative. Well, it doesn't mean that I'm painting or like designing cake, but I want to. It's creativity. Like content creation is creativity. I want something that that really fills me up. It's not like just any admin or routinary thing that I'm doing all the time. It has to be something intentional and mindful. And I discovered that during my perimenopause.
Yeah. I think that's exciting, right? This was unexpected. This was a creative awakening, if you may,
It
that
is.
has happened to you. I mean, engineering is art in my mind, right? Actually, it's funny. I think I've mentioned this to you. I've once had a conversation where somebody had mentioned that you're an engineer, and then you started to bake cakes. I said, you know what, you guys don't realize that baking cakes and putting all the structures together still requires some engineering skills, because
Oh, yes, you do measure.
how are you going to make sure that that cake does not fall? And oh
Exactly.
my God, if you guys have a moment, go check out her baking page, The Flower Apprentice. And oh, those are, I have yet to try one of your cakes. And now you've also
Yes.
started party planning, right? Like
Yes,
designing
event
events.
styling. Yes, and I
Yes,
just
event
had
space.
one yesterday. I had a team, but before I left for Spain, I already prepared everything. All the centerpieces, I painted the backdrops. So all they had to do was install all of them. So yeah, that was yesterday, and I was very happy because the client really loved it. And it's nice because it's so colorful, and I couldn't imagine myself doing all of those things before. So right now I just tell people, if someone says me, oh, I'm not artistic or I'm not creative at all, I don't think so. I think everyone is. Just me, I stumbled upon it. I think everyone is. You just have to find where you're good at. So
I
it's
I'm gonna tell you, I completely agree. So my husband is a comic book artist, so he can draw, and I always tell him, I love watching when he inks. So he'll draw like a draft of his whatever he's gonna draw, and then he inks. And I tell him, I
wow.
said, yeah. So I say, whenever I watch you ink, I find it very therapeutic when I see the lines coming together. And it's just so weird because it gives some sort of a calming effect.
Yeah.
And I really, I'm pretty sure that's how you feel when you're like painting
Oh
cake
yeah.
and icing and flowers and everything that you make. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I want to chat about this was because generally society sees menopause as an ending, right? Because when you
Yeah.
go through menopause, after you pass menopause, you're past the childbearing age, which is, kind of wrong in my opinion, because generally, you know, if you're going to think of menopause as an ending because it's essentially marks your childbearing age, you're essentially looking at a woman as somebody who's only there to bear children, when that's a wrong mentality altogether, because we could be so much more. So in my mind, I think menopause is probably just the beginning. That's how I see it. And look at you. I mean, you started a business right after it. And I've seen some of your event pictures. Like I said, I still have yet to try one of your cakes, but curious to know, what is your favorite theme when you do event space?
Oh, I like colors. I like something very unique. I like unique. I don't. That's where I want to go. Like vivid, vibrant colors. Something that's not common. I tend to go towards that kind of art, and I'm so happy that my client, the last one that I did yesterday, that they were open to just they just gave me a carte
Creative
blanche. They
control?
call it in French. Yes.
Carte blanche?
So carte blanche. Yeah. So I'm happy. That's my like the magic word for me.
I love that.
Yeah,
It's a
but
good
you
thing
know
you're in
what?
Spain. Spanish culture has really bright and vivid colors.
Oh yes, yes. I love Spain. All of
Yeah.
those vibrant things
Yeah.
and colors
You
on
were
the
saying?
walls. It's pretty. Yeah, but actually, did you know that we both know that declining estrogen affects our emotions, our emotional regulation. But I didn't know that it also supports new neural connections, that it boosts creativity and self-reflection. So That's why sometimes I'm talking to my like older friends who are post menopause, like in their 60s. They seem like they have like a confidence to them and calmness that, like we were talking about this a few podcasts ago. They're wiser. They look wiser, confident, and to me, they look sexier. So
I
there's
love
really
that.
something that happens in our brains in midlife that's why sometimes we suddenly can paint, or I can suddenly make design cakes and events. It makes a lot of sense.
But I mean, just a lot of those things, and not necessarily art and drawing and designing and stuff like that. I'm gonna say, I probably discovered that I enjoyed dressing up, and dressing up is an art, like taking care
That's
of
art.
yourself,
Yes.
right? I started enjoying that actually after 40. I'm gonna admit it
You
was
know what?
after 40.
I see all of your outfits on Instagram and they're just so cute. They're so pretty and cute and I love it. They're fun. They're super fun. It's super
That's
nice.
only when I go out and dress up for my videos. I'm just me. I kind
Well,
of
you
like,
should try
what?
it.
I'm gonna tell you, I kind of like that it's the element of surprise. I still do kind of surprise my coworkers sometimes, but I do
Yeah.
break my heart that I can't wear high heels as much anymore because ever since I work from home, I kind of veered away from heels because I don't go to the office, and I think my feet are now trained for orthotics.
Me too.
I
I
could
get it.
probably handle a wedge, but stilettos, I don't do. I can't do them as much. Yeah, and I
Oh,
definitely think that this phase of our lives kind of unlocks parts of us that was too busy taking care of other people before, and so the energy has kind of now shifted to us, and I completely love that. I want to say,
sure.
let's talk about solutions, but this is not really something that we need to kind of solutionize per se. But I do want to make some suggestions on what you can do, right? So make space for play. You're very lucky that you have a partner who kind of supported you, because there's a lot of times when people see it, you wanting to bake or you wanting to do something, and they're like, you're just trying to make money out of your hobby. Even if it's a hobby, I think you definitely have to find time and make space for those things. And
Absolutely.
gosh, one thing that I also want to tell everybody is, find that creative energy and accept that imperfection is actually also okay, right? What do you
Absolutely.
think?
I think so. I 100% agree with that. Like you have to schedule creativity or play. And if you're not used to it, just do something that you haven't done before or something that you really wanted to do when you were young, but you never got the time to do it. And then just give yourself grace, like journal, or maybe you can write. You never know. And if you do, and if it's not good, then it's not good.
Do it
It's
again.
okay. At least
You
try,
have to start
try.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
My thought is you have to start somewhere. And I think that's where we kind of fail. We kind of tell ourselves we can't before we even try. And I think that's, I would probably say now that you have a lot more time on your hands, especially of those of you guys who are empty nesters, try something new. Hell, do one thing I'm gonna want to try at some point when I have a little bit more time is pottery. I've always kind of found
Oh, me
ever
too.
since I watched the movie Ghost, I wanted to try that spinny wheel and just play with clay. I
I
don't know.
think I'd be good with the pottery too.
You think so? Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
because
to
I
try.
deal with fondants. I make figurines with my hands. So I think I'm good with my hands. I want to try that too.
Oh, yes. You definitely will be
I
good
think
with
so. You
pottery.
too. You too.
You should just try. I say try anything and everything until you find what makes your heart happy. You know,
100%.
yeah. And it kind of helps produce like positive chemicals in your brain and gives you a happy thought. But moving on to tips, I like what you said. Journal. Do a brain dump. I do a brain dump. I do a lot of brain dumps all the time. I do a lot of brain dumps with Matt, and write your ideas. What do you want to try next? Put them down somewhere. That definitely helps. Obviously, music, nature, whatever else you need to do, quiet time. block some time so that you can think about these things. Now that we're talking about tips, I actually have a question for you. How did you get to the point where
Yeah.
you're like, you know what, I want to design, I want to bake a cake and I want to decorate it? How did you get there?
How did I get there? Okay, I think I saw. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, now I remember. Okay, I moved to Canada and I think I was 1 year in. And then I went back home to the Philippines and my friends made a surprise birthday party for me. And I just saw the nicest, tallest cake. And it was the trend that the tall cake, they call it double barrel cake. So it's tall, maybe 8 to 10 inches. And it's so pretty and it's all just buttercream, pipe buttercream. And when I was already, I think that was just the most beautiful cake I've ever seen. So when I came back to Canada, okay, I told my husband I'm going to buy a mixer and I want to bake. And then I started donating my trial cakes too, because my husband used to own home cares, and now his brother is in the home care because he has a mental problem. So what I do is all of my cakes, so obviously I can't eat them. So I donate them there. And then suddenly people just ask me, "Oh, wow, you make this cake. Can you?" People started to buy. So I had to make my own commercial kitchen, and that's a story. But it's just at the beginning it was a very, very it relieves me of stress and I just zone in. I forget everything else in the world. It's just me and the cake or whatever I'm doing. And then, but lately, when there's too much and too many, and I got too busy, that's when it's starting to kill the joy. So I took a
Yeah, it's
break.
become a
Yeah,
job.
it did. So it's good
I
that
can
I'm in
see that.
Spain, and I told him that I don't want to bake in Spain because I want to love it still because I love that and I want to leave it like that.
Okay, so this is just something that you're gonna do in Canada. Have you ever tried
Yeah.
like experiencing different ingredients while you're in Spain though, like tried to bake and whatnot?
I did, but more traditional desserts like pies and pastries. Yeah, I still don't feel to bake here. Probably I bake too
How did you
much.
even realize that you love to bake?
I
Or do you
didn't.
just love
I
pastries
just
also?
really wanted to make that. I just wanted to figure out how the hell do you make a pretty cake like this.
That is pretty
And I
interesting.
am like that. When there's something, I obsess and then okay, this is what I want to do. I want to do this and I want to try. And usually, if I focus there, I can be really good at it. So that's
That's
how it was
pretty
really yeah. It's effortless. It was effortless.
girl, I've seen what you do and I'm like, I wonder how many hours it takes to put something
Oh
like
my
this
gosh, too
together.
many, too many, too many. Yeah.
But I really love it because they're beautiful. And I've always thought about it as
Thank
art.
you.
But
Thank you.
going back to what you were talking about, where you ended up getting so many orders and it wasn't fun anymore. Forever ago, I mean, I love to dance, right? Forever ago, I used to actually go to dance classes at the gym and I enjoyed it a lot. And I
Yeah.
remember somebody had asked me, why don't you teach? And I said, no, I don't want to. And they're like, why? You're good. I said, no, it doesn't matter if I'm good or not. The reason is because I want to be able to have the option to go or not go. Because once it becomes an obligation, because now I have a class and I have to teach and I have to go, it's no longer going to be fun. So
It's
that's
true.
probably right. So I think that's probably one of the tips that we need to kind of remind ourselves. Make sure you are having fun. And if you're
Yes.
still having fun and if it makes your heart happy, you should keep doing it. Anyways, moving on to our me first portion of the podcast. How are you going to be? I already told you what my me first was going to be. We're going to go out and dress up and have fun. What is yours going to be?
You know what? Tomorrow, because I've been telling my husband, I miss singing karaoke. But here in Spain, we're closer to our neighbors, so I'm just shy to make noise. So I told him, and then in Canada, we always do it a lot because we have friends who really loves karaoke, and we would we get together every weekend and we'd sing karaoke. But here, and my husband, he's not he likes it when you do it with friends, but when it's just him. But tomorrow I'm gonna be alone in the house, so I'm gonna do karaoke.
By yourself?
Seriously,
I
seriously,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Have
I
a
miss
solo
that.
concert.
I'm seriously
Oh
gonna do
my
it.
gosh.
I'm serious about this.
I love it. You can have a solo concert. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I used to do this in the car. Back in the day, I used to commute about an hour to an hour 10 to and from
Yeah.
both ways. And sometimes traffic could get longer than that. So I would do. I'm gonna tell you, I actually have a carpool karaoke playlist.
Oh, I know I do too. And you can
Yes.
belt, right? You can belt
Yes,
and just
because you
sing
can't
to the
hear
top of your
yourself.
lungs.
I've heard you sing. I know you're a good singer. But the good part about singing in the car is if you play the radio really, really loud, you cannot hear yourself. So good or bad, you sound good. Sing it with all the emotions. Imagine it being in traffic with the car close, all of the other cars looking at you like, oh my God, she's having a wonderful time. I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
I totally, totally would. Oh my God, I love that. Now I want to go to karaoke and I want cake. I don't know, for some reason, we were talking about buttercream. I started sitting there going, buttercream sounds nice. What can I get good cake? There's a really good bake shop right outside our complex, and it's called Freed's Bakery, and supposedly they're one of the oldest, best bake shops in Las Vegas. Periodically, I'd go there and buy a slice of cake, and I love chocolate, but I don't know why buttercream sounds really good right now.
My
Buttercream
gosh.
and white chocolate.
Oh my gosh, talking about dessert. So I finally tasted the Dubai chocolate.
Yes, you
But
like
it's
it?
not the Dubai chocolate. The Spanish it's a Spanish version, so they call it
Okay.
Dubai style. But it was so good. I finished one big bar. It was like
You like
one
it?
big bar. Yeah, you
So
don't,
I
right?
love.
But me, I liked
I
it.
don't. I
Here,
have
the
this problem
Spanish
with.
one.
So it's chocolate pistachio. That's really it, right?
Yes.
Did you still get the
Yes.
crunchy part in the middle?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's essentially Dubai chocolate. They just called it Dubai style chocolate, but I
yeah.
don't know why. But I must have an issue with textures.
You don't
It's
like
the
the
texture.
texture?
I don't like the texture of the pistachio part, the crunchy middle part. It bothers
Really?
me. And the flavor coming together was just not. I wasn't down. I don't know why. I couldn't. I tried it 3 times.
It was so
I don't
good,
know.
Ate Marge. I finished the whole bar.
Did you really?
I did. And then I
I
bought
think
a
it's a
small
love
one.
hate. Oh, did you to bring home? I really honestly think it's a love hate relationship. I
Yeah.
gave myself 3 tries, which I think is fair.
No,
But
yeah.
yeah, I couldn't. Anyways, we have reached the end of the episode 26 of the Me First podcast. Please subscribe. And we're on YouTube. We publish every week on Wednesdays. And follow us. And check out our products at the Awendra. We are at awendra.com and on all of your social platforms. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'm pretty sure you are all out shopping for the holidays. Just want to remind everybody to please be safe when you do that. All right. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.